everyone. Welcome back to the Speak English podcast. I'm David, and I'm really glad you're here today.
And I'm Sarah. It's always great to be here. Thanks for joining us for another episode. You're going to love this one.
Absolutely. Today we're talking about one of the best ways to improve your English quickly. And it's something most learners have never even tried.
That's right. It's a method used by actors, interpreters, even language experts. And it works incredibly well.
It's called shadowing. And no, it's not about standing in the dark. It's about speaking out loud in a very special way.
Yeah, it's actually fun and powerful. If you've been struggling with fluency or confidence, shadowing might be exactly what you need.
And the best part? You can do it by yourself, at home, even if you're shy. No partner needed. Just your voice and a good audio clip.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to use it, and we'll even give you a simple challenge to start today.
So stay with us, grab a notebook if you want, and let's show you how to speak more naturally, more confidently, and faster than you think.
And hey, if you find this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Let's grow your English together, step by step.
Shadowing is a speaking technique where you listen to a sentence in English and immediately repeat it out loud, almost at the same time as the speaker. You're not just repeating words, you're copying rhythm, tone, and pronunciation, like an echo that follows instantly.
It's like training your brain and mouth to work together. Instead of just listening passively, you're actively speaking at the same pace, copying the speaker's flow. This helps build real fluency, because your brain doesn't have time to translate or hesitate. It just responds.
And because you're doing it in real time, it forces you to stay focused. You can't zone out or daydream. Shadowing keeps you mentally engaged, and that intensity is what accelerates improvement in pronunciation, listening comprehension, and speaking speed.
The magic of shadowing is that it trains your brain to process English faster. Over time, you start to think in English without even realizing it. You'll notice yourself understanding native speakers more easily and speaking with more confidence and flow.
One key part of shadowing is mimicking exactly how the speaker talks. You're not changing the sentence, you're copying every detail. The emotion, the pauses, the word stress. It's a full-body experience. Your mouth, ears, and brain all working together.
That's why shadowing works so well. It gives your mouth real training. You're not just repeating vocabulary or grammar rules. You're practicing the way English is actually spoken in real conversations. And the more you do it, the more natural it becomes.
Another cool thing is you don't need to understand every single word at first. You can shadow a clip multiple times, and each time you'll pick up more and more. It's okay to not be perfect. What matters is staying consistent and active while practicing.
And even if it feels hard in the beginning, that's completely normal. Shadowing isn't about sounding perfect right away. It's about progress. Every time you try, you're building the habits that fluent speakers use automatically. That's how real growth happens.
Let's walk through an example together. Imagine you're listening to the sentence, I usually wake up at 7 a.m. and make a cup of coffee. When you shadow, you don't wait. You repeat it right as you hear it, matching the speaker's rhythm and pronunciation.
So instead of stopping to analyze the sentence, you go straight into copying it. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. and make a cup of coffee. You try to say it with the same tone and speed. You're not thinking about grammar. You're focusing on sound and flow.
Exactly. Now imagine doing this with a full sentence, or even a short paragraph. You might listen to, "Then I sit by the window and read a book before starting work." And as soon as you hear it, you repeat, "Then I sit by the window and read a book before starting work."
Don't worry if you miss a word or two. That's completely okay. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to keep going. Keep copying and let your mouth get used to moving like a native speaker. Over time, your accuracy will naturally improve.
And one trick that helps is using short audio clips. Start with 10 to 20 seconds. Listen to the first sentence, shadow it, then play it again, shadow it again. The repetition helps your brain absorb the structure, pronunciation, and natural rhythm of English.
You can use any kind of content for shadowing, podcasts, YouTube videos, or even this episode. Just choose something where people speak clearly and naturally. Repeat the phrases as you hear them, and soon it will feel like you're having a real conversation.
It's also helpful to pause after each sentence the first few times. That way, you can catch your breath, focus on your pronunciation, and make sure you're following the speaker closely. As you improve, you can shadow in real time without pausing.
Shadowing is like training at the gym. You won't see results on the first day, but if you keep showing up, your speaking muscles get stronger, and soon, sentences that used to feel difficult start flowing out of your mouth with ease and confidence.
One of the biggest benefits of shadowing is how quickly it improves your pronunciation. By copying native speakers, you learn how real English sounds, where the voice rises and falls, how words connect, and how to sound natural instead of robotic.
And because you're repeating out loud, your brain gets used to forming English sentences faster. You stop translating in your head. Instead, you respond with instinct, like a real conversation. That shift is what moves learners from slow speech to fluency.
Another amazing benefit is how much it helps with listening. Shadowing forces you to focus on every word, every pause, every sound. Your ears become sharper, and you start recognizing patterns in the way people speak, something textbooks can't teach.
It also builds confidence. When you shadow daily, you hear yourself speaking full sentences in English. And over time, that repetition turns into belief. You realize, wow, I can actually say this. That moment of confidence is what keeps learners going.
Many learners feel stuck because they only study passively. They watch videos, read books, take notes. But shadowing is active. It puts you in the driver's seat. You're not just listening to English, you're producing it, living it, using it with your own voice.
And unlike some other methods, shadowing is simple and flexible. You don't need a partner. You don't need a classroom. You can practice while walking, cooking, or commuting. It fits into your life easily, which means you can be consistent every day.
Another great thing is how it improves your memory. When you shadow the same phrases multiple times, they stick. Those words and structures become part of your long-term memory, and later they just come out naturally when you're speaking.
And maybe the most important benefit, it helps you enjoy the process. Speaking English becomes less scary and more fun. Shadowing turns practice into a habit, and that habit becomes your secret weapon to speak confidently in any situation.
First, choose a short audio clip with clear and natural speech. It could be a podcast episode, a YouTube video, or even a short scene from a show. Keep it under 1 minute so you can repeat it several times without feeling overwhelmed.
Next, listen to the audio once without speaking. Just focus on how the speaker sounds. Notice the rhythm, the stress on certain words, and the way sentences connect. This step helps your brain prepare to copy the sounds more accurately.
Then, play the audio again and start shadowing. Repeat each sentence as you hear it, trying to match the speaker's pace, tone, and pronunciation. Don't stop to correct yourself. Just keep going, even if it's not perfect at first. That's part of the process.
After a few rounds, pause the audio and repeat the same sentences from memory. This helps you build confidence and strengthens your ability to recall phrases naturally. It also shows you how much you're already improving, even in a short session.
Now do it again. But this time, focus on your mouth. Movement. Are you opening your mouth enough? Are you matching the emotion and tone of the speaker? Shadowing isn't just about the words. It's about how you say them and how natural they feel.
If you're not sure how close you sound to the original, try recording yourself while shadowing. Then, listen back and compare it to the native speaker. This feedback is powerful. It shows what you're doing well and where you can improve.
Repeat this process daily with new clips, or keep practicing the same one until it feels easy. Even 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. The more consistent you are, the faster your mouth and brain will adapt to thinking and speaking in English.
Finally, be patient and kind to yourself. Shadowing is a skill, and like any skill, it grows with time and practice. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up, speak out loud, and trust the process. You're making progress every time you try.
One common mistake is choosing audio that's too fast or difficult in the beginning. If you can't keep up at all, it's frustrating. Start with slower, clearer material. As your listening and speaking improve, you can move to more challenging content.
Another mistake is trying to shadow long sections without pausing. If you're constantly behind or skipping words, you're not learning. You're just struggling. Use short clips. Repeat 1 or 2 sentences at a time until they feel comfortable and natural.
Many learners also whisper or speak too softly during shadowing, thinking it's just about listening. But the technique only works if you speak out loud and use your full voice. The muscle memory of speaking is key to real fluency. Don't be shy. Speak up.
A big one, expecting perfect pronunciation from day one. That mindset leads to frustration. Shadowing is about progress, not perfection. Focus on mimicking the rhythm and melody of the sentence first. Fine-tuning individual sounds can come later.
Also, don't rush the process. Some learners move on to new clips too fast without mastering the current one. Repetition is powerful. Even if it feels boring, repeating the same lines helps them become automatic and natural in real conversations.
Another thing people often skip is listening carefully before speaking. If you jump straight into repeating without truly hearing the details, you miss the subtle sounds that make English feel fluent. Take time to listen first. It makes shadowing more effective.
And don't multitask. Shadowing requires your full attention. If you're texting or scrolling while trying to practice, your brain won't absorb much. Treat it like a mini speaking workout. Stay focused for just a few minutes, and you'll see real improvement.
Finally, don't give up too soon. Some people try shadowing once, feel awkward, and quit. That's normal in the beginning. Like learning to ride a bike, it feels strange at first, but with consistency, it becomes smooth and automatic. Keep going. You've got this.
Here's a quick challenge for you. Choose a 1-minute clip from your favorite English-speaking YouTuber or podcast and shadow it 3 times today. Don't worry about perfection. Just focus on speaking out loud and matching the rhythm as best as you can.
To make it even more effective, try this. After each round, write down one phrase or expression that you liked or found useful. Say it out loud 5 more times, and imagine using it in a real conversation. That small step turns shadowing into real-life fluency.
If you want to build this into a habit, set a timer on your phone for 10 minutes each day. When it rings, grab your clip, press play, and start shadowing. No excuses. Just a short daily commitment that adds up to massive fluency over time.
You can also track your progress by using a notebook or voice notes app. Record yourself at the beginning of the week, then again at the end. Hearing how your voice changes, even in just a few days, can be incredibly motivating and encouraging.
Invite a friend to do the challenge with you. Practicing together makes it more fun and helps you stay accountable. You can even send each other audio clips or short recordings of your practice. Turning it into a game keeps you motivated.
And remember, this doesn't have to be perfect. The challenge is about showing up and doing the work, even when it feels awkward or unfamiliar. That's how you grow. Every time you shadow, you're building confidence and fluency, one sentence at a time.
If today is your first time trying shadowing, start small. Choose just 30 seconds of audio. Repeat it 3 times, and don't stop speaking, even if it feels strange. The point is to push past hesitation and get comfortable using your voice in English.
So here's your challenge. Pick a clip, hit play, and start shadowing. Do it today, not tomorrow. Tag us in your progress if you can, and let us know how it felt. We're cheering for you, and we know this one habit can change your English completely.
Today we talked about one of the most powerful tools to improve your English fast: shadowing. We explained how it works, gave you a real example, shared the biggest benefits, and even warned you about the most common mistakes learners make.
We also gave you a step-by-step guide to help you practice effectively, and a challenge you can start right away. If you take just 10 minutes a day to shadow, consistently you'll notice a big change in your fluency, pronunciation, and confidence.
Shadowing is not about being perfect. It's about building speaking habits that train your brain and your mouth to work together. When you do it daily, it becomes second nature. And that's how you move from thinking about English to speaking it naturally.
If any part of this episode helped you or gave you an aha moment, we'd love to hear from you. Tell us in the comments what you learned or how you plan to use shadowing in your routine. Your experience might inspire someone else in the community.
And hey, if you watched all the way to the end, it means you're serious about becoming fluent in English. So let's make a deal. Write the word shadowing in the comments right now so we know you're one of the people truly committed to improving.
Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this episode. It really helps the channel reach more people who are learning English just like you. One small click from you can make a big difference for someone else out there.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We post new conversations, tips, and challenges every week to help you speak English better and more naturally. Join our community and grow with us, step by step, day by day.
Thanks for being here with us today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and don't stop shadowing. We'll see you in the next episode of Speak English Podcast. Until then, take Take care and speak with confidence. You're doing amazing. Bye for now.